Treasure Hunters Down Under is airing across Europe right now. At the end of this video, stay tuned because there's a sneak peek exclusive from Treasure Hunters Down Under. G'day and welcome back to 10 Targets Detecting. My name is Camille and this is the channel I find 10 good targets and sometimes even more. You may notice that my lips are moving and the words I'm saying are slightly different. And that's because for the first couple of minutes of this video, the audio just didn't kick in. But hang in there, this is a 1927 Tradesman's Camp hunt, great finds. And at the end, I've got an exclusive from Treasure Hunters Down Under. Let's turn the manticore on, button on the side, get out of the glare so you can see what's going on and move a little bit over here. I'm going to use some discrimination today. Can you see what's going on? I can see the screen. Hopefully you can too. Raising the coil just a little bit off the ground. I'm going to go into my settings, use a volume of 22. I've got a very high sensitivity, as you can see, 28, no chatter at all. It is great out in the bush without too much EMI. All-terrain general is my search mode. You know, if it's a bit trashy, I don't know this area. So if it's a bit trashy, I might go to trash reject, some other things like that. Ground balance 0, recovery speed. Might start at 5. It's a good place to start if you don't know the ground. Depending on how trashy or not trashy it is, we can either go up if it's trashy and decrease the recovery speed for some extra depth. But look at that, 28 sensitivity. Let's do a rolling noise cancel to finish. And let's see where it settles. It is settling on a -3 and we're ready to swing. Let's go. Always a good signal, these old cigarette tins, and a good sign of humanality out here in the bush. So not too bad to start. I don't mind finding something like this because it says people were out here and I might be right on the good spot. I was thinking pipe first off. Very interesting shape. I think I might have been influenced by that first target of the cigarette tin. I don't know what this is, but it looks very, very interesting if you happen to know. There was a cigarette tin over there, so could it be a pipe? And what do you think comes up in an 83, 84? But a pre-decimal coin, of course. Sorry it wasn't a live dig, but check it out. It is a kangaroo halfpenny. Had to deglove for it. Just to show you, we can't even see the year, but that's what happens out here in the bush. Sometimes the condition isn't always amazing straight up. It's a 19, oh, I just can't see, maybe a 54, I reckon. Anyway, happy days, on to our first pre-decimal coin. Hang in there, guys, because it's not long till the audio comes back, but for now, I'll let you know what's going on. There's a beautiful image on the 2D screen, right there on the desirable line, very high target ID, 90, 91. I set my sensitivity for my pinpointer to the highest sensitivity to try and reach the target from the surface. So that gives great accuracy. Only have to open up a hole once if you can detect it with your pinpointer. We open it up. It was a thumping signal. Could be a big silver coin, but this time, unfortunately, is a bit of copper pipe. And we move on to the next. And here we unearth a beautiful kangaroo penny. It's a 1950 and it's got two very interesting sort of circles on it. I have never seen anything like that before. I've had bullets shot through coins. I've had a coin made into a slouch hat, which is a soldier's hat, but not have I found one with these two markings. Looks a bit like a button if it only punched through. Anyway, I think that's very, very unique and I absolutely love unique finds. How about you guys? Looking at the screen together, we've still got a 1991. Oh, wow. Could this be another pre-decimal coin? Let's live dig it and see what we have this time. Lifting it up, delivered on the shovel is a big rock. No, it's not a coin. It's just another bit of metal scrap. Unlucky with that last target, but see what we can get here. Do I have to move a rock? Sometimes things get trapped. 58, 60. Could be a bullet. Look at the image on the screen. It could be a bit long. It's not round, But 5860 is sometimes a pre-decimal coin, a beautiful silver sixpence, and under rocks, under things, back in the day, things could get trapped, just like things get trapped often in roots and that sort of thing. Can it be a small coin? It is a small pinpoint. You just can't hear my pinpointer right now. Apologies, the audio does get better and you get to hear everything coming up really soon. Sometimes that just happens, but these finds are what I found at this 1927 Tradesman's Camp, so it's part of it. What's it going to be? Ready? Yes! It is a silver sixpence, and I'm going to have to use my camera hand with no glove just to see what the year could possibly be. The condition, not amazing right now, but you know what? A little bit of bicarb soda. Everybody knows I love a little bit of bicarb paste, and you can see a year down there. Once you rub it with a little bit of bicarb, it could be a 1960 something, maybe a 63. Happy days. And now come the coins. Hooray! There is a halfpenny, and it is the first of a bit of a spill in the area here. So I am just going to show you them as they come out. Oh, it's very hard to see the years. That's the condition. 19, possibly 60 something. And what's next? A live dig, of course. That's where that's at halfpenny was. And there's still more in there. Yep, we got an 80 something, 88, 87, 85, jumping around a little bit. But I'm going to tell you now, there's a couple of coins all there. Then there's a 92. And the joy of the small coil being able to, another 88, 89, the small coil being able to look in there. That's where the first coin came out. I didn't get them all the first time. And I just go for it now. Oh, I wish if you could have heard the audio. They were just popping. But soon the audio comes back. The joys of technology. Sometimes it just failed me. And I'm so sorry, but it's in that side wall and we'll get it out together. And it's going to be a pre-decimal coin. But what type is the question? Let's have a look. We don't like to dig with our gloves. We don't like to scratch coins. So we be really careful with that metal shovel. And this time, delivered, not on the shovel. Where is that sneaky coin trying to get back in there? You think it's a silver, small silver, right? Because they are the most sneakiest, but it's not. It is a kangaroo penny. This time it doesn't have any holes punched in it, but another great save. Working under this shrub, the branches in my head actually, the things you do, sometimes it's the path of most resistance that you find the goodies. What I mean by that is don't take the easy route where there's really low grass, no trees, no overhanging branches. Go the hardest spot. Oh, that's where I show you the sky because the birds are going nuts. If only you could have heard them. They were crazy right then. Anyway, here we go. We'll keep going just to see what there is. Maybe I'll speed it up. How about that? Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're just going to speed through this and see what else is in this sort of area. I consider it a spill. Not all in the same hole, but certainly within a 1 metre sort of area, under a shrub. I just go for it. There was a couple more pennies and half pennies. There's a penny, there it is. And we just keep going. We fill it all in after because we keep checking. I swing again, see what else there is. Still working under the same shrub. Haven't filled these holes in yet because I'm going to have a good look with the pinpointer. Sometimes once you've disturbed coins or targets, you know, by digging out something, the metal detector doesn't actually register them again. You've moved them onto the side. You've moved them into a position where the detector just doesn't read them. I'm having a good slow swing around just to see all what's under this shrub. I've opened up the detector as well, meaning that I've hit the horseshoe on, so there's no discrimination. And I'm going to have a bit of a play with my pinpointer, see what I can reach, and there's more pre-decimal coins. Let's have a look together. But the good news is the audio comes back. Next video, hooray for the audio. So that's great. Let's have a look together what this is. Not too deep. We can get it out together. Not wanting to dig with my gloves. and not wanting to hit a coin with my shovel. So always be careful with metal shovels. But there's the coin. It is a kangaroo penny for a 1927 camp. These coins are actually not that old. I was expecting some older stuff. Hopefully we can get onto it. Let's see. Anyway, into the pouch. Let's go. Do you think, bedhead, hang on, let me push it back into the ground. Bedhead or fence? Ready? It might fall. Yes. Far out. What a sight, eh? What a sight. History and research pays off. You don't just randomly walk into the bush. You research, get old maps, and you find stuff like this, and you know you're on good ground. People were here. Interesting type of buckle coming in at the 50s. Interesting. So let's do it live. Just in case. It's another one. Oh, but you know what else comes in around there. In this little area, there's some bottle caps, buckles, other things like that come in. Toy cars come in at that high target ID. But so does big shiny silver. So wouldn't it be cool if we did it together? Do you know what else comes in? These 2-cent pieces come in at that 82. All right, we move on. What can I say? Kids played absolutely everywhere. Everywhere I hunt, I find variations. Oh, there's another bit of cap guns. And this guy looks pretty cool. I haven't found one like this before, I don't think, with a big star. Look, goes like that. And you always check the hole, see if there's any more, but pretty cool. Haven't found a complete one for a while, but they turn up every now and then. Friends, let's see what a 49, 46 now, 49, 40, 50. What a 49.50 is on the Manticore. What do you think it's going to be? Just here, very shallow. I think a bullet casing or a ring pull, a certain size ring pull can come in about then, or a ring, depending on the make. Can't see a thing. Shallow. I'll have to use my pinpointer to find it. It's in deeper. In the roots, which probably suggests what, do you reckon? What's this? Oh, tag. It's like a animal tag. I'm gonna swap hands. All right, an animal lost there. See, their little name tag and number. Well, there you go. Probably a smallish animal, because that looks like a very small sort of collar. Okay, that's what comes in at those numbers. The possibilities are endless. For those interested to understand what happens sometimes when I'm hunting, I want to change my settings. I want to swing even slower. I've been walking around too far. I'm going to focus on a very small area, swing very slow, right? 3 or 4, I'm going to swing so slow and cover some ground, just a very small amount of ground. And the reason I'm doing that, I'm also, look at that, 29, quiet as a mouse, is because there's so many targets in this area under a big tree. I'm going to swing very slow and see what I can find swinging slow with a low recovery speed. Here's a target that if I wasn't swinging slow, I would have missed it. Luckily, I was swinging slow enough. Oh, it's good, no audio. Oops, this is where I thought my audio had actually cut out again, but it didn't, and you get to see and hear everything that I'm seeing and hearing, and let me tell you, it is a beautiful silver coin. Wow, so happy I dug this, and let's see it together. It is a sixpence. Oh, happy days. We'll clean that up later and get the exact year. Can I also remind you at the end of the video is part of an episode from Treasure Hunters Down Under. You don't want to miss it. Okay, let's have a look what this could be. We've got target ID jumping around 70 something, right? One way up to the 80. And then the other way. Do you think that's consistent? When I first swung over it, I thought, oh, target IDs are different, but we'll see what the target is. Every hole we learn from. Oh, it's nice you could join me today. I really appreciate you. I come out for hunts in the bush and I can go hours and not talk to anyone. So this is like talking to people. And then I don't go any more crazy than I am. Oh, very shallow. Just being gentle just in case it's a nice coin. Oh, it's not. Yeah, see, I reckon the manticore was telling me, my detector was telling me the first time I swung over it that it was going to not be good because I was getting like inconsistent target IDs. Really nice targets are like 58 one way, 58 the other way. You know, but there's lots of reasons why it might not be. Anyway, we dig it and we find out and we learn and we still dig them every time anyway. It's an interesting little find out here in the bush. It's the end of a dart, I reckon. Well, front of a dart. Do you think like it is a dart? What do you reckon? Tell me what you think. See the plastic bit at the back? That's where those little wingy bits are. Anyway, it's quite heavy. Interesting. We move on. These old things pop out of the ground every now and then, don't they? Remind me, I've got a blank. Old fuse or old battery? Old fuse, right? Oh, there we go. What is that? Voltage or something. We move on. This cap rang up so nice. It's a ponds. It's very important in the harsh Australian bushland to take care of your skin with some ponds moisturiser. Anyway, interesting little cap. Quite large cap, actually. These little guys looking at me. They're real tiny. I think it could be a wallaby. Yes. So nice out in the bush. Just check out the nature. Oh, it's just absolutely glorious. These ring up really low. This was a 30 something. Oh, there's the imprint. Let's have another look. 31. We get ourselves a spoon. Signs that people were here. We just got to find the treasure they lost. You ready, friends? Oh, it's bleeding into the yucky area. Oh, I thought we were onto something good then, but it's bleeding. So let's just learn from this hole, shall we? Very shallow. And was bleeding into the undesirable. So it's going to be, pop it out. Let's have a look. Oh, I can't see, but I think it's going to be like maybe a big-ish ring pull. Still in. Of course it is. Let's take a long time finding rubbish, shall we? No. Let's all learn. Should we trust our detector that says it's not worth digging? We probably could have. It was bleeding into the undesirable, and it is undesirable. We will clean this up and move on. And maybe we will start trusting our detector. Oh, I just can't leave anything. I just have to dig it all. But I'm going to try. You can just make out that car leaving. That was the Rangers. They came by to see what I was doing, so interested, super friendly, wanted to see all my finds, even took my rubbish for me. So good having the Rangers on side. Thumping, thumping, metal plate. Far out, a fork and a plate. Could be used as a frisbee. It was an 82. It was an 82 and it's a pre-decimal coin. Oh, look at it, it's stuck on. It's probably going to be a kangaroo penny. But still, it's a sign. And let's keep going. Next to that penny, it was a 50-something, a little bit sketchy, but I decided to dig it. And got this interesting piece of something. I think I'm on top of a bit of a rubbish dumpy area. These are all very close to each other. And now this very heavy target just under the ground. Got ourselves a buckle. Does it say anything? Anyway, pretty good. I got to here and this looks pretty good. I've degloved, look. Yep. Nice. A nice little relic. Australian military forces. Little button. Goes that way. You can just make out the map of Australia there. It'll say Australian military forces around the edge and on the back. Ta-da! Very, very nice find. Perfect. Check it out. These ring things and material. Thick material. Very interesting. Anyway, I'm going to keep exploring. Okay, so we've still got the nail attached and looks like a very nice sort of hinge. Very interesting, very heavy. And a tap, head thing. Well guys, that's my hunt. Let's see exactly what we found. My God, this got heavy, didn't it, in the pouch? Seriously. By the way, interesting, right? Anyway, let's give it a bit of a clean up and see exactly what's here. And don't forget, hang around. I'm going to show you some footage from Treasure Hunters Down Under airing in Germany with the voices dubbed in German. It's hilarious. Well, that 1927 Tradesman's Camp did not disappoint. There's some stuff I'm not going to keep. There was Felix's badge and other bits and pieces. The two beautiful silvers I'll be keeping. For those interested in the years, it's a 1962 and a 1955. And what a beautiful relic save. The Australian military forces. Button. I love them. Interesting. Penny with these two holes punched right, not quite through, but a very unique. There was some other pennies for those interested in the years. I give these a tumble. There was a 51, a 54. Oh, it's hard to see. That's a 2-cent piece. There was another 51 penny, a 48 penny, and look how hard this is to see. I don't scrub them, I throw them in the tumbler. I find that many of them interesting bits of humanality, but hey, what we've all been waiting for. Thanks for hanging around. Check out Treasure Hunters Down Under, currently airing. This one is in German.